Okay. Are we getting feedback? Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. We are prepared now to begin our hearing. Just want to wait for our court reporter to give us a heads up. And once he's ready, we will get started. Thank you, sir, Mr. Kelly. Today, November 20th, 2025, we will begin that hearing at Illinois Board of Review. I'm Kenneth Woodson, Board Chair. The first portion of this hearing will be to hear non-pro tunc cases, meaning individuals who have requested the permission to file late appeals. And so we will hear those cases. If we decide in your favor, for all of those who have a non-pro tunc request, your case will be scheduled. If we do not find in your favor, your matter will be dismissed. Okay? And so the code allows for a 30-day period after the date of the violation for you to submit an appeal. And so if you did not do that, you have to request special permission. And so today is what we're doing, reviewing those matters that have requested special permission. Again, as we always say, this is a formal hearing with the court reporter as if you were in court. So please, if you are participating via Zoom, please do not be reclined in your easy chair or in your bed. Please be dressed properly. Men, please remove your headgear. No eating, smoking, or drinking during the hearing. And if you are in a vehicle, you must be stopped in a safe place. We will not hear your case if you are moving. It just creates too many complications and it's not safe for you to do. This is a serious matter, so therefore we ask that you present yourselves as if you were taking this seriously. Okay, let us proceed. Do we have a general list of matters that have been resolved from the law department? Yes, just give us put your name on the record and we'll get started. Is the light on you? There you go.
Now it is. Okay, great. Yeah. All right, Mary Costello.
Okay.
I'm an attorney on behalf of the city of Philadelphia.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Chairman Woodson. And for matters that we have resolved, number 16, that's for appeal HA 2025-002486, 1229.
Wait. 2486? Okay, thank you.
Yes. 1229 Chestnut Street, that has been withdrawn.
Thank you.
And then I have matters 17, 18, 19, and 20. They are all for 30 North 23rd Street. Would you like me to read those individual appeal numbers?
Yes, just the last four digits.
Okay. Last four digits are 2500, 2501, 2502, and 2503. Those matters have been resolved by agreement with a 60-day stay of enforcement.
Okay, agreement settlement, city affirmed 60-day stay for each one?
For each one.
Thank you.
And in addition, for number 21, which is HA 2025-002542, that's 220 South 16th Street, that has also been resolved by a stay of enforcement agreement, 60-day stay of enforcement.
So there's a settlement in that one as well.
Mhm.
City affirmed 60-day stay. Okay, thank you.
And that concludes my resolved matters.
Okay, thank you. Okay, do we have anyone else with a preliminary matter to the non-pro tunc list in the room itself?
Stephanie Hyman for the city. I just have one matter.
Oh, okay, just we're gonna make sure there's no one in the room with the matter, then we'll get to you, okay?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Anyone else in the room? If not, Ms. Hyman, we'll hear from you.
I'm sorry, did you say just special matters or just any non-pro tunc matters?
No, the non-pro tunc list that we have for today, if there are any preliminary matters, meaning matters that have been resolved.
Okay, yes, sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
Otherwise, Ms. Hyman, is that it? You want to announce a matter that's been resolved?
Yes, it's number 6.
Number 6?
Yes, number 6 on the list.
Okay.
408 North 5th Street, Vernon Priolu. That is moot.
Moot?
Yes.
Good, thank you. All righty.
And that concludes my business today.
Okay, thank you. You have a good afternoon. You excused. We do have a few though that we just want to check in on. 1690 number 4, 6117 Edmund Street, Mile Realty LLC. Who's handling that for the city?
Good morning.
Good morning, Mary Costello, on behalf of the City of Philadelphia for number 4.
Okay, Ms. Costello. And is anyone here representing Mile Realty?
Yes, the owner's there as well, Mr. Paulino.
Okay, ma'am, who are you and your relationship to this project?
Oh, my name is Evie Reyes, and I am a friend, and I'm an expediter of Mr. Paulino. He's requesting to withdraw this case.
Okay, well, I need him.
appeal.
You can't
Oh.
speak for him in this.
Okay,
forum.
he's there. Mr. Paulino, unmute yourself.
Okay, wait a minute, wait. I will talk to him, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Mile Realty, is someone present representing Mile Realty? Please unmute and make yourself known. Okay,
Mr. Paulino, you're muted.
there he is. Mr. Calderon Paulino.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what is your relationship to this address at 6117 Edmund Street?
Miss Ovner.
You're the owner?
Ovner, yes.
Okay, and your desire today is to do what?
Withdrawal.
Okay, wait a minute. Sir, do you need an interpreter?
Yes.
Okay. He did say withdraw?
Yeah, he did say. Well, and he said it as well.
He did. Sir, do you want to withdraw your appeal for this matter? Do you want to withdraw your appeal?
Yes.
Okay. All right, thank you. So in the matter of HA-2025-001-690-6117 Edmund Street, Mile Realty, LLC, DBA Paulino Calderon, that matter will be noted as withdrawn. Thank you.
Thank
All right,
you.
so you excuse.
Puedes colgar, señor Paulino. Se acabó.
Well,
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Estamos? Okay.
Sí.
Gracias.
Good afternoon, members of the board.
And yes, Mr. Vaccaro, are you here representing which matter?
4400 Devereaux Avenue, appeal ending in 2591.
Okay, but that's not on the non-pro-tunc list.
Right. I just wanted to preliminarily say here, we had a hearing on this matter in August of 2021. This matter was already decided.
Okay,
After
Mr.
the
Vaccaro, but
Yes.
what you're really getting in the middle of my non-pro-tunc list. So I'll need to ask you to be patient. We'll get back to you shortly, okay?
Thank you.
Okay, all righty.
Mr. Vaccaro, if you have the name of the solicitor who's handling the appeal, you can talk with them in the meantime. And maybe they can present this matter when we call the list for the regular hearings.
Yeah, I don't have that. Thank you, though.
Or maybe the solicitor is listening. and can-
Mr. Pincus, that's me, Kristen Padgel. There's not much for us to talk about, though. Like, I agree with counsel. It looks like per my internal records, that appeal was heard, but we can address that when the board's ready.
Okay, we'll deal with it when we call the regular list. Okay, all right. Numbers 8, 9, 10, and 11. 727 South 818 North 40th Street, and 849 and 644-46 North 40th, and 843 North 40th. Who's representing that matter for the city?
Mary Costello on behalf of the City of Philadelphia. Chairman
Okay.
Winston.
Yes, ABC Construction, Joe Nguyen. Is anyone present from the appellant representing this matter?
Yes, good afternoon. My name is Kate Pettit. I'm from Thompson Hine and I'm counsel to ABC Construction. And there's also Mr. Josephs is on the line from ABC
Okay.
Construction.
And the reason I called out those matters is because we didn't have you identified as counsel. And so we needed to know if counsel had been secured. And so, okay, so please give us your name again, please.
Sure. It's my full name is Catherine, Kathryn, and my last name is Pettit, Pettit.
Pettit. Okay, and we will call you in order.
Okay,
Thank
thank you.
Before we go, Mr. Chairman, Catherine, who was your husband? Because this isn't this is not a common last name.
Well, so Pettit is actually my maiden name. So
Who would be your father then?
my father's name is Paul.
Is your grandfather named Paul?
Yes,
Do you have an Aunt Regina?
I believe I do. Yes.
I think I'm gonna recuse myself from that one.
Okay, thank
I'm your
you.
cousin Stephen.
Yeah. Okay, what we will do when we call those matters, please note for the record that Mr. Pettit will recuse himself, but we aren't there yet. But when we get there, we will call everybody in order. We still will have a quorum to hear the matter, so thank you very much. Okay, let's move on.
Still have a quorum.
That should be-
Chairman Woodson, how about number 5?
maybe it's related. All right, also number 5, HA 2025-001824, 157-77 West Clearfield Street, Christopher Milano, who's representing the city.
Mary Costello on behalf of the city of Philadelphia.
Okay, is anyone present representing the interests of that address?
Yes. Good afternoon, Chair, members of the board.
Yes.
Isaac Slepner, SLEPNER, on behalf of the appellant.
Oh,
I'm
thank
sorry,
you.
excuse me, this is the reporter. I'm having difficulty hearing council.
Yeah, turn that mic on, sir, if it's not on.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh. Good afternoon, members of the board. Isaac, ISAAC, Slepner, SLEPNER, on behalf of the appellant.
Okay, thank you. You're an attorney, correct?
I am an attorney, yes.
Thank you. We were calling, that was the reason we called, because your name has not appeared on the list, so, legal counsel is required for this matter. Okay, thank you. We'll
Understood.
call you in order. Thank you. All righty. So I think that addresses our preliminary matters, unless someone has something. Does anyone remotely from the law department have any other preliminary matters regarding the non-pro-tunc list itself?
I'm sorry, Chairman Woodson, this doesn't have anything to do with the non-pro-tunc list, but on the Zoom, it doesn't appear that there's anyone in the room. So you can't see me sitting at the table, you can't see.
Oh,
anyone.
okay, just one moment.
Yeah, it's just 2 empty chairs.
We're off the record until we can resolve this technical glitch.
Yes, Chair.
We're back on the record. We do have 2 additional matters on the non-pro-tunc list. What numbers did you have?
Yep. For case number 7 on today's list, HA 2025-001892 for 727 South 57th Street, Musi Araya. That appellant withdrew their appeal.
Okay, thank you. We also want to bring your attention to number 23, 3507, that's 2853 North Howard Street. Marjana Hassan. And is anyone present representing that matter? Who's representing the city?
Mary Costello on behalf of the city of Philadelphia.
Is the appellant present? Marjani, Haghpassan. Is anyone present? Anyone present representing 2853 North Howard Street? No one is responding? Okay, let's confirm service.
Appellants in this matter listed 118 Nassau Road in Huntington, New York on their appeal application. Notice of today's hearing was sent to that same mailing address on October 7th, 2025.
Okay, since there's no response, Ms. Costello, what's your pleasure?
The city would ask that the matter be dismissed for failure to appear.
Okay, thank you. What time do we have?
12:49 PM.
12:49 PM. Regarding HA 2025-003507, 2853 North Howard Street. Marjane, Marjaneh, last name Haghpassan. This matter is dismissed for failure to appear.
I dismiss for failure to appear. My
Dismissed for
apologies.
failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear. Dismissed for failure to appear.
Okay, thank you. We've addressed that. Okay, now that we've done that, let's go to the regular list and call the cases in order.
Mr.
These are the
Chairman,
non-pro tunc matters.
Starting with number, starting with number 5, HA 2025-001824 for 157 through 77 West Clearfield Street, Christopher Milano.
You said 1 through, what number is that? Number 5. Oh, okay,
Number 5.
okay.
Are we hearing numbers 1 through 3? Oh, okay.
Okay, so number 5, and do we have, is your appellant present, sir?
Yes, my client is.
Yeah,
right
will
here.
you can
Chris
pull a
Milano.
seat up there, yeah.
Chris, put your chair up.
Will you call him as a witness?
I will be.
Okay, sir, would you raise your, put your name on the record and we'll swear you in,
My name is Christopher Miliano.
okay? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth to help you God?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. As we stated earlier, this is a request to submit a late appeal, non-pro tunc. But so what we will need you to do through your lawyer is to explain to us why we should grant you that privilege of submitting a late appeal. If we do that, we will schedule a regular hearing for you. If we deny you that request, your matter will be dismissed. And of course, we will also, after you put on your argument, the city will have an opportunity to respond, okay? And so in this instance, records are indicating that the violation date was 4/3/2025. The appeal was submitted on 5/13/2025, beyond the 30-day window. And so we need to hear from you as to why we should grant you an opportunity to submit a late appeal. Mr. Slepner?
Yes, I would just like to put my client on a brief direct testimony, if you would.
Yes.
Chris, is 157 to 77 West Clearfield your business address?
Yes.
Is it your only business address?
No.
Do you have other business addresses in the city?
Yes.
About how many?
4.
And do you receive mail at 157 to 77 West Clearfield?
No.
Where do you regularly receive your business mail?
7300 West Noming Street.
Okay. And was this notice of violation, well, Chris, do you recognize this document?
Yes.
And can you just describe what that is?
The violations.
Okay. And do you know what the date of the notice is?
I do not, but it's there. 04/03/25.
What is it? Well, never mind. Please proceed. Please proceed.
And did you receive these on 4/3/25?
No.
When did you finally receive these notices of violation?
After the guy, I spoke to the guy, it was like 3 or 4 weeks later that I got to them.
Well, I'm not going to ask that. Strike that. Do you check your postal mail every day?
No.
Are you at 7300 Wissinoming every day?
No.
About how long after, when did you receive the notices of violation? Did you say you received them in early May?
No. When I received it, it was like towards the end, like very close to the date that it was due.
And at that time, what did you do?
I was trying to clear up all the stuff. I didn't know I needed an attorney. I tried doing everything myself, but I couldn't get it done.
Were you making a good faith effort to remedy the violations upon receiving the notices?
Yes, I contacted the inspector and I asked him everything I had to do. I was trying to do everything. And he just had told me to go put an appeal in to try to get more time.
Okay, but you were not able to finish all of the remedies within 30 days of the notices, correct?
No.
And is that because you didn't receive the notices until almost the 30-day deadline?
Yes, is one of the reasons, yes.
Okay, and when you realized that you weren't going to be able to remedy everything, what did you then do?
I waited to the hearing that I got from them, and I think he had aware me that I needed an attorney, and then I wound up speaking to the landlord, and they wound up helping me out with you.
Well, let me take you back to your filing of this appeal. First of all, do you recognize this document? And what is that?
The lady said that this will be called a late appeal.
Right, but do you recognize this as your appeal application?
Yes.
And
Excuse me, Counselor, are you able to share whatever you're showing your client with the board?
absolutely, I've got copies upon copies. But
And
I've got,
also with opposing counsel.
And with,
Yes.
yes, and with
Okay.
counsel, thank you.
counsel,
Okay.
this is my
And
client's
also-
notice of appeal.
Mr. Slepner, I would also ask that if you could focus in on the request for non-protunct relief rather than the underlying matter itself. We
Understood.
aren't there yet.
Understood, understood. They sort of tie together, but I understand
Yeah.
what you're asking.
Yeah.
Counsel, this is the notices of violation. I would think that the city might have those, but I'll furnish them to them. And members of the board, if you want them, I've got copies.
You were showing Mr. Milano something other than the NOV.
I was showing him his notice of appeal, which I do have copies if,
Yeah, if you could just pass it on to council here, we
Yeah.
will
oh, sure.
follow along with you.
This is,
Given we having glitches with the
and these are the copies of the notices of violation.
screen. So he has multiple copies of that or just one?
I've got copies for everybody.
Yeah,
If
if you're gonna
everybody
pass
wants
them up,
one.
just pass up
Sure.
enough for everybody at the same time.
Sure.
And also, if you're going to start talking about exhibits, you need to number them or letter them so that the record is clear what we're looking at.
Okay.
This needs to be looked at a
Um,
later time. Sorry, this is Lynn Rydell Huber, Board Counsel.
Can we mark the
I'll
notices
put-
of violation as appellant 1 and the application for appeal as appellant 2?
Okay.
That's what you need to do, put it
yeah.
on the record. Yeah, we don't.
Okay.
physically-
Okay.
Oh.
Going to ask that the notices of
Mhm.
violation be marked appellant 1 and the appeal application be marked appellant 2.
Oh, that's his attorney.
We have, is there,
We have that.
is there capacity to make one copy either in the room or in the back? I have them for the board. I just, oh, okay, great.
Sorry, Lynn Rydell Huber, Board Counsel. Counselor, are you going to be submitting any other exhibits besides Exhibit 1 and 2? I think you said 1 and 2,
Not,
correct? Okay.
correct. We're going to number the violation notices as 1, the application for appeal as 2. The rest are dependent on how this non-protunct procedure goes.
Well, and I would suggest that we limit the additional submissions, given that we're not dealing with the underlying violation itself.
Understood. Then I have
Okay.
no other
Okay.
documentary exhibits at this time.
Okay.
But
And you shared them with opposing
I have
counsel.
shared them with the city's council. I have shared them with the members of the board.
Thank you.
So Chris, is that your signature at the bottom of the application?
Yes.
And Chris, next to that, what date does that bear?
5/7/2025.
So is it safe to say that you filled out this application on 5/7/2025?
Yes.
And then did you promptly submit that to the city?
Yes.
And by what method did you submit that?
I tried to look for help to do this because I didn't know how to do this. So I went to the city once. I couldn't do it because I was basically when I got there.
Counsel, your client
Yeah.
is not
Did
responsive.
you, Chris, what I mean to ask is, did you send this in by postal mail? Did you email it? Did you fax it? Did you come down to the concourse and hand it across the counter?
I handed it across the counter.
Okay, thank you. And What? I have nothing further on direct for my client.
Okay, thank you. Any cross-examination, Ms. Costello?
No, Chairman Woodson, the city does not take a position on this matter. It's not unfairly prejudicial to the city. We would defer to the board.
Okay, I do have a couple questions, and my colleagues may as well, so I'll hear from anyone else, if anyone else have any questions.
Mr. Milano, I'm sorry, I'm mispronouncing your name. Miliano, Mr. Miliano, you mentioned that you have multiple business addresses.
Correct.
Do you have employees at those addresses?
I'm actually started, like I
No,
started.
my question is a yes or no question. Do you have employees at any of those
Yes,
addresses?
Yes, yes,
Do you have employees at 157-77 West Clearfield?
no,
Okay, and is that a salvage yard as well?
no.
Okay, what is that?
It's a storage for auto parts.
And how often do you check that? Do you get any mail at that address?
No,
But that address is registered with the city of Philadelphia as a business address, is it not?
I try getting mail there, but mail doesn't.
No,
come.
that's not my question. My question is that address registered with the city of Philadelphia as your business address?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, sir, the notice that you did receive, what address did you receive it at? Where was it received?
7320 Wissanoming Street.
So it was received at Wissanoming Street?
Yes, correct.
And what's happened? What's at Wissanoming Street? What's that location?
That's another location that I have. That's where I dismantle vehicles.
Okay, now the Wissanoming Street address, is that a location that you visit every day when you're in business?
No.
Okay, all right, thank you. All right, anyone else have any questions?
I do. Is the Wissanoming Street, I mean, the city records seem to list the mailing address for the West Clearfield Street property as Wissanoming Street. And you just said you do business there. And I believe you said that is one of the places you have listed with the city as an official business address. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, is there anything else? No? Any final argument, Mr. Slepner?
Just briefly to sum up, it's clear that my client, as soon as he received these notices of violation, jumped into action, was trying to remedy, couldn't get it done, filed his appeal a de minimis number of days late, and I feel that that should entitle him to still be heard by the board on the substance of his appeal. Thank you.
All right,
Mr. Milano, where do you do the majority of your business at?
3508 South 61st Street.
So that's where you're physically at more than likely 5 days a week, at least 8 hours.
No, I'm online. Everything that I do is online. So
So you never physically go to any of these sites?
No, not every day. No.
So where are you online address, may I ask? located?
In my office.
So you don't have your office listed on the city site at all?
No.
Thank you.
any final argument from the city?
No, Chairman Woodson.
All right, thank you very much. We've heard the testimony regarding HA 2025-001824, 157-77 West Clearfield Street. Christopher Miliano, request for non-pro-tunc relief, denied.
Request granted.
Relief denied.
Relief denied.
Relief denied.
Thank you very much. The vote is majority denied. Sir, your request for non-pro-tunc relief has been denied. Thank you very much for your participation. All the witnesses are excused. Thank you.
Thank you, board.
Let's pull the next matter.
Moving to number 13 on today's list, HA 2025-002143 for 3719 North 16th Street, Aisha Lipscomb.
Okay, great, thank you.
Good afternoon, members of the board.
Okay, good afternoon, ma'am. Would you raise your right hand to be sworn? Do you swear affirm the testimony will be the truth to help you God?
Yes, I do.
Okay, as you've been sitting here, you've heard our explanation as to what these non-pro tunc hearings are about. So you understand if we agree with you, you will be scheduled. If we disagree, your matter will be dismissed. And so according to our record, your violation notice was April 18th, 2025. You didn't submit your appeal until June 4th, 2025. So what is your reasoning for submitting your appeal late?
Yes, sir. The property is vacant. It's my mother's house. Unfortunately, she passed away. So I was only going to the house periodically just to check on the house, make sure nobody had broken into the house, things of that nature. My father and I had a dispute and it got to a threatening matter. So I stopped going to the property. And then a neighbor of mine called me and let me know that there was a package left on the porch from the post office and let me know that I could come around and get it from him. When I went around there on that day, that's when I went to the house as well.
Okay, actually, I think I jumped the gun a little bit.
I'm sorry.
Because we have a potential standing matter. Whoop. I just swore in. Yeah. Ma'am, what is your relationship with that address?
It's air property, so
So it's not in your name?
No, it's not.
And your name is?
Aisha Lipscomb.
Okay. And this is the second time we're hearing this matter.
No, this is the first time.
We haven't noted a second hearing.
I've never been for this before.
There was an issue at the first hearing for service.
Okay. So service was confirmed, the fact that she's here. Okay. All right. Okay, the issue we have here is that, yeah, hold on one moment. We need to speak to counsel. Just one moment. Go off the record.
Great grandmother, which is Mary Trotman. And then from her, it went to her daughter.
Okay, let me ask you something though. Has all of those successive owners, has the deed ever been changed from the great grandmother's name?
No, sir.
Okay, so you got a complicated problem. You don't have, based on our rules, you don't have standing, you don't have equity because you probably have several relatives who also have theoretically interest in this property. If they're living and they're blood relatives, they direct line from the great grandmother.
Not so much the interest in the property, but yes, I understand. What
Legal
you mean.
interest.
Yes.
So any response?
So Chairman Woodson, we're here today just for the non-proton hearings. You haven't actually accepted this appeal into
Yes,
the board yet.
but we
So
generally-
getting to the issue of standing, it would be the city's position that we would not look at that until you have accepted
Okay.
that appeal. The board has accepted that appeal. And in terms of standing, the standard for standing for an administrative appeal versus appeal in something like the Court of Common Pleas is different. So if you're looking at a legal interest, it would be the city's position that that's something to look at in the Court of Common Pleas. If you're an interested party, you could potentially have standing before this board. But again, this is just for a non-proton hearing. So it would be the
Okay.
city's position. We would not be looking at that today or considering it or weighing in on that.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Do you want me to comment on that?
Not for the record unless
Okay.
there's something, no. Okay, unless you have some different advice for us. If not, then we'll just proceed.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm not advising the board in any
I understood.
capacity. I'm just stating that.
Oh, no,
the
we
city's
understand that.
position.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're very clear on that.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna go in the back, okay? Because this represents a bigger issue than just this case, so we need to go off the record.
Yeah, it's silent. That's the, yeah, I do somewhere. Yeah. That's the, well, yeah, that was silenced. That wasn't the phone ring, that was the guy. That's the ring. Yeah, it's noise with the video. Yeah. I got it. There you go.
Let us go back on the record. Okay. Are we back on the record yet? Okay. All right. Thank you. Ma'am, just one thing. The notice that you received, who was it addressed to?
Me?
It was addressed to you?
Yes,
Okay. So you've been taking care of all the business regarding this property?
just about, or trying to keep up with it, yes.
Okay. Anything else you want to add that would help us make a decision in this matter?
Well, I guess I kind of didn't really get to finish the reason why I filed
Sure,
late.
please.
But I was stating that I was going to the property every day. And then it became a back and forth issue with my father and myself, and he kind of threatened me. So I had to get a PFA against him. So I wasn't going to the property. As I said, a neighbor had called me and said that a package was left on the porch, and told me to come around and get the package. On that day, I decided to go to the house just to check on the house, make sure nothing was going on in the house. That's when I picked up, it was so much mail behind the door because he hadn't been there and I hadn't been there. I sat and went through the mail. When I saw the letter that comes from the city, it says on the front something like police 911 or something like that. So I actually thought that that was the PFA that I filed against my father. When I opened it, I had saw that it was the notice that was sent to me. I immediately called down to the city that Monday, and they told me what I had to do in order to do the extension of the time of the filing. I immediately came downtown. I went to the building. I filled out the paperwork, and then I was waiting to get this notice, which came to where I currently stay, which is 3712 North 19th Street,
Oh, okay. 37.
which is a couple of blocks away.
We have a 3719.
Right, that's the address, that's the issue at hand. 3712 North 19th Street is where I.
Oh, okay.
currently,
19.
right.
Okay, this
So
is
I had the
16th
mail-
Street. That's
right.
19. Okay.
Correct. I had the mail come there so I could ensure that I got this letter and I was here to present myself.
Okay. All right. Any response from the city?
Excuse me, this is the reporter. I'm not hearing counsel.
So first of all, I think I said this before, it's the city's position. This is a nunc-pro-tunc hearing. Standing is not a factor considered or part of the nunc-pro-tunc legal analysis but if we are going to examine standing in this matter, this is a short dumping matter for the dumping of debris. The discussion about the ownership of the property itself is not what would determine whether or not she has standing. She was issued a ticket as part of this short dumping matter, and the violation was issued to her. It's the city's position that she would have standing in this matter.
Okay.
Additionally, the city does not have a position on the nunc-pro-tunc status of this matter because we are not unfairly prejudiced by the fact that her appeal was filed 16
Okay.
days late. Okay?
Okay, thank you. All righty. Any additional questions from the panel? Tonight, we will call the vote on HA 2025-002143, 3719 North 16th Street, Aisha Lipscomb.
Yes.
Did I pronounce that correctly?
It's Aisha, but that's. good
Aisha
enough. Yes.
Lipscomb, okay. Request for non-pro-tunc relief granted.
Request granted.
Relief denied.
Relief denied.
Request granted.
Okay, we have 3-2. It was, so your relief that you requested has been granted. We will schedule a regular hearing for you, okay?
Thank you so much.
All right. Have a good day. Let's call our next matter.
Bringing us to number 1 on today's list, HA 2025-001127. And actually, I do apologize. 1, 2, and 3 are all the same appellant, which is Prosperity Investment LLC. They pertain to number 1 is 6322 Sackett Street, number 2 is 6320 Sackett Street, and number 3 is also 6320 Sackett Street.
Okay. Who's representing the city?
Mary Castello on behalf of the city of Philadelphia.
Okay. Anyone present representing Prosperity Investment LLC?
Yes, hello, I'm Jennifer Bezidlo. I'm their counsel.
Your counsel for the appellant?
Correct.
Okay, thank you. Your name wasn't listed, so I don't know if you put your name on it and you entered your appearance or not, so. Would you mind spelling your name, please?
Sure. My last name is B as in boy, A as in apple, Z as in zebra, Y, D as in David, L as in Larry, O as in Oscar. I was present at the last hearing. I thought I had entered my appearance. I apologize if I did not follow the proper channels on that.
Okay, I'll just need you to spell that again. B-E-Z-Y-D.
B-A, second letter is A as in apple, Z as in zebra, Y, D as in David, L as in Larry, O as in Oscar.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Jennifer. Okay, thank you. So do you have a witness or will your client be testifying today?
He is not available today. He asked that I just, if I could proffer some testimony about what had happened on his behalf.
Okay, well, we're going to need to take each of these separately.
Okay.
Unless there's any concern from the city?
No, Chairman Woodson.
Okay, alrighty. The first project, the last 4 digits, or the first one is 1127 6322 Sackett Street. And according to our records, the violation was 10/2/24. The appeal date is March 28th, 25.
Understood.
And so given that that's considerably more than a 30-day window that's provided by the code, what is the response of the appellant?
The initial violation was not sent to the current owner, my client. It was sent despite being after 2 years after my client had purchased the property. The violation was sent to Mary Cachico in Florida, who was the prior owner. And I think he received the violation sometime in January, December to January, at which point he had sought other counsel who said they were taking care of this matter for them, and they did not. And in March, he hired a expediter who finally filed this appeal. And that's for all 3 of these is what happened.
Okay, any response from the city?
Yes, Chairman Woodson. It is the city's position that it would be unfairly prejudicial to grant this non-pro-tunc appeal. The violation, as you stated, was originally written in October 2nd of 2024, and that was issued to the OPA account address. The new owner of the property, they had a duty to update that OPA account address, which doesn't appear to have been done. Additionally, this matter, because it was never appealed timely to the board, was filed in the Court of Common Pleas. And right now that matter is being adjudicated in the Court of Common Pleas. To date, it would be 177 days late that this appeal was filed.
Okay. In terms, Ms., and I'm pronouncing your name incorrectly, please forgive me.
You can just call me Jennifer if that's acceptable to me. I know.
Okay, Jennifer. Are you representing your client in Court of Common Pleas?
I don't know if he's aware that there is a common pleas action against him. So I have not been made aware of any action. I was unaware of that.
Okay. All right. Okay. But in this instance, do you know if your client updated his OPA records?
I mean, he filed the deed, which, he recorded his ownership in 2022 with the city, and the records just didn't reflect that apparently until recently.
So he's never taken any, other than filing the deed, he hasn't done anything else to update the record?
I mean, I don't believe that would have been necessary. The city should have had records of where who the owner was. OPA should have had ownership records that indicated that was a purchaser and that his business address is 6509 Frankfurt Avenue.
Okay, and so what is the record reflected in terms of where the appeal was mailed? The violation was mailed, brother. Does anyone have that?
Yes. The violation was mailed to Mary Caccio, 152 Portada Drive.
I apologize. This is the reporter.
I'm sorry, Mr. Kelly. The original violation notice was mailed.
Yeah.
Was mailed to Mary Caccio, Cacchio, in St. Augustine, Florida, dated October 2nd, 2024.
Okay. Now, I guess we have one issue we need to resolve, and the council may have different advice for us. Is there there's an actual case pending in Common Pleas Court regarding these violations?
Yes, there is an active case in the Court of Common Pleas where we do have service. So,
okay. Thank you. Just go off the record.
and that matter was filed in May of 2025.
Okay, thank you. Just want to inquire the city, given the statement you made regarding Common Pleas matter, do we have jurisdiction?
So I'm sorry, I have to correct the statement I made. I was getting confused because there's 3 separate appeals here. It's the 3rd appeal that has been filed with the Court of Common Pleas.
Oh, okay.
So
but
the first 2
one,
have not.
Okay, 1127 is 6322 Sackett Street.
Yes.
Is not pending currently at the Court of Common Pleas.
That is correct.
Okay, okay. All righty. Anything else from the appellant's counsel or the city before we call the vote?
No.
And I guess I would ask, based on what we see here, Prosperity Investment LLC is a going concern in the city of Philadelphia engaged in the acquisition and renovation and or sale or rental of property?
Yes, they are an LLC that owns property throughout Philadelphia.
How long have they been operating in the city of Philadelphia?
They have owned these properties in particular since 2022.
You didn't answer my question. How long have they been operating in the city of Philadelphia?
I do not know the answer to that question.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. If there's nothing else, we will poll the vote. HA 2025-001127, 6322 Sackett Street, Prosperity Investment LLC, request for non-pro-tunc relief granted.
Request granted.
Request granted.
Request denied.
Request denied.
Okay. In this instance, the majority rule is to grant no pro-tunc relief in this matter. Let's move on then to 001128 6320 Sackett Street. So what is the argument regarding that one?
It's basically the same. Service was not sent to my client. It was sent to the previous owner. And again, he had been trying to address these with another professional who did not file the necessary paperwork in January. And when he finally filed the right paperwork, obtained a new professional in March. That's when this appeal was filed. But originally, the reason it is so late is because he did not receive service initially, and it had went to the prior owner.
Okay. Now, your client is not here to testify, so we don't really know when he actually received it, correct?
Correct.
Okay. All right. Any response from the city?
So for this property, it's the underlying I just want to make sure that I'm getting this right. The underlying violation notice for this is CF 2024-105272.
Yes.
For that property, you included in the evidence packet is a violation notice dated September 25th, 2024, and that was the evidence packet submitted by the appellant. So they did receive that notice.
Okay, what's the address?
Prosperity Investment LLC, 6509 Frankfurt Ave.
Okay.
So for that underlying violation notice, they did receive the notice, and this is the case because they received the notice. that has been filed in the Court of Common Pleas. So for number 2, HA 2025-001128, they received the violation notice. It was included in the appellant's evidence packet, and they received that on 9/25/2024. They filed their appeal March 28th, 2025, 177 days late. It's currently being adjudicated in the Court of Common Pleas, and that matter was filed in May of 2025.
Okay,
So it would be the city's position, we would ask the board to deny their non-proton.
do we have standing? I mean, I'm sorry, do we have jurisdiction over this matter, given that it's in Court of Common Pleas?
So that's not something that I could advise you of. That would your board's counsel
Okay.
need to advise you.
You can make an argument if we have jurisdiction. Sorry, Lynn Rydell Huber, Board Counsel, you can make an argument. It would be the board's decision.
So yes, so then I would argue that you do not have jurisdiction of this matter at this time because it has been filed in the Court of Common Pleas and is being adjudicated there.
Okay. All right, thank you.
And just to clarify, you had said first number 3 was the one. Is it really number 2?
It's number 2.
Okay.
It's number 2. Yes. I'm sorry. I was getting confused about the underlying CF numbers for each of these
Okay.
properties. the violation numbers.
Jennifer, do you have information that confirms that that matter is in the Court of Common Pleas?
I am unaware of that. I believe my
Okay.
client is unaware. I can't speak to that issue other than
Okay.
that.
Okay, are we prepared to vote? Do we need? Back on the record? Yes.
I have one more point of clarification. Her client is aware of this matter because he's represented by another attorney in the Court of Common Pleas matter. He's represented by attorney Robert Cole.
Okay.
So he is aware.
Okay, thank you.
I didn't want to misspeak. I just was unaware. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Alrighty, regarding HA 2025-001128, 6320 Sackett Street, Prosperity Investment LLC. This matter is being dismissed for lack of jurisdiction, given the pending matter in Court of Common Pleas.
Dismissed for lack of jurisdiction.
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 Thank you. Okay, let's move on to the third case, 001129, 6320 Sackett Street, Prosperity Investment LLC. Jennifer, what is your argument in this matter?
It's a similar argument. I don't believe my client was timely served with this notification. It went to the prior owner, and I believe it may have went to the tenant too, who did not forward it on to my client. And again, he took action once he was made aware. There was an additional delay due to the lack of services from a prior professional. However, once the correct professional was obtained in March, the appeal was immediately filed.
Okay, thank you. In response from the city.
Good afternoon, Chairman Woodson. Yeah, the city would stipulate to the fact that the prior owner and the prior tenant did receive notice for this matter. This matter has not been filed in the Court of Common Pleas.
Okay, so in this instance, the record reflects that the mail was sent to the prior owner and not to the current owner.
That is correct.
Okay, any dates that you could?
So the original notice sent to the prior owner was sent, I believe, on October 2nd of 2024. That's when the violation date was issued, and the matters were not appealed until March 28th of 2025. So that is 177 days late as well.
Okay, Jennifer, what is your argument in terms of when your client actually received notice?
He received notice in January of 2025 when the tenant had provided him with their notice. And that was when he began the process of appealing both to the zoning and hired other professionals, but they did not file the appeal as they were supposed to. And that's why it was delayed until March.
And so the prior owner did not communicate with him at all?
No. The prior owners actually passed away. It was in the ownership of the estate of Mary Chick. He bought it from her estate. So.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you. Any other argument? before we poll the board?
No further argument from the city chairman Woodson.
Okay, thank you. HA 2025-001129, 6320 Sackett Street Prosperity Investment, Inc. Request for non-proton relief granted.
Request granted.
Request granted.
Request denied.
Request denied.
Okay, thank you. We have majority vote granted. Thank you. That resolves that matter.
Thank you.
Okay, witnesses are excused. Okay, what's that next matter?
That brings us to numbers 8 through 11 on today's list, but starting with number 8, HA 2025-002-040 for 818 North 40th Street, ABC Construction, doing business as Joe Nguyen.
Okay, for that matter, we have one recusal. Our colleague, Mr. Pettit, will not sit in on that matter. Is the council present? Catherine Pettit, are you present?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Alrighty. HA 2025-002-040, 818 North 40th Street. The record reflects that the violation was written April 23rd, 2025. The appeal was not submitted until 5/28/2025. So the issue, of course, is the argument for a late appeal. Ms. Pettit?
Yes, I have Mr. Joseph on the line from ABC Construction who can provide some testimony as to the basis for the late appeal.
Okay, so it's Joe, would you pronounce his last name, please?
Josephs.
We're showing Joe Nguyen, N-U-G-E-N.
Yeah, Joe.
Yes, he's right here. Roman from ABC in parentheses is Mr. Josephs.
Okay, I'm not understanding. What is his last name?
So my last name is Josephs, but Joe is also part of the family. ABC is a family-owned construction company.
Yeah, I understand that, but we have Joe Nguyen. Where's the N-U-G-E-N coming from?
Joe Nugent, he's a nephew of the owner of the company.
So you are not Joe Nguyen?
I am not Joe Nugent. I am Romain Joseph, the senior project manager at ABC Construction.
Okay, well, let's do this then. Let's back up.
Okay.
And so given that you have legal counsel, she's representing the interests of the ABC Construction. And so, Ms. Pettit, would you call your first witness and we will hear from him?
Yes, it's Mr. Josephs who was just.
And we'll need a full name.
Sure. So his first name is Roman, R-O-M-A-I-N-E, and then his last name is Josephs, J-O-S-E-P-H-S.
Okay. All right. So please proceed. Oh, sir, raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Let's proceed.
Okay. Mr. Josephs, how are you currently employed?
I am currently employed with ABC Construction as their senior project manager.
And what is your understanding as to why the appeals for these various violations was filed late?
So Mike Nugent, who is the compliance manager / superintendent, he had undergone a medical issue where he had a brain aneurysm. So he went into the hospital, and during the midst of everything, he pretty much wasn't able to do the appeal.
Okay. And now I have a few short exhibits that I wanted to display on the screen by sharing my screen. Would that be permissible? Okay.
Yes, you may share your screen.
Okay. Let me just make sure. There we go. Okay. Can everyone see that?
Not yet.
Council, this is Lynn Riddlehuber, Board Council. Were these submitted already?
I did email these to the email address that was provided, but I sent it this morning.
Okay, can she share her screen? Yeah, go ahead and share.
I just want to make sure we have it on the record.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, can you see that?
Not yet.
Oh, there, okay, sorry, I didn't press the share. There we go. Okay. Now, can you see that?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Josephs, can you just identify this document for the records?
Yep, that's Mike Nugent. Him pretty much going in there for his first po-op appointment for his brain aneurysm.
Okay. And then here is what I'll mark this as Exhibit 1, and then this is the second document, which will be Exhibit 2. Can you just identify this document for the record?
Yep, May 14, he pretty much had his brain aneurysm done on the 14th, so he had his operation on the 14th.
Okay, I'm not sure what we're looking at here, so you need to tell me what we're looking at that sort of reflects what you just said.
So May 14, where it says anesthesia event, hospital visit, that's the day when he pretty much
Okay,
conduct.
now I see it. Okay.
Okay.
And
there's no name attached to this.
Correct. Mr. Joseph, is it your understanding that these are Mr. Nugent's medical records from Penn Medicine?
That is correct.
Okay. And this identifies that he was in the hospital in the middle to May timeframe, having brain surgery for his brain aneurysm. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Okay, I will stop sharing my screen. That was it. Stop share. Okay. Okay. Mr. Josephs, do you recall about when Mr. Nugent returned to work after his brain surgery?
He came out of the hospital, I would say there 2 days after, and then the following week he returned. So probably
Okay, we need to hear dates.
So I believe, let me check the dates to give you actual dates. The surgery was on the 14th. He returned to work on the 20th, which is May 20.
Okay. And once Mr. Nugent returned to work and became aware of this violation, was action taken on this appeal?
I'm sorry, could you please repeat what you just stated?
Sure. Once Mr. Nugent returned to work and was made aware of this these violations, was an appeal made?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And I believe you mentioned this, but just to confirm, is Mr. Nugent the person at ABC who would be responsible with handling these types of violations?
That is correct.
Okay. And then do you know the date that the appeal was filed?
I believe the appeal was filed on May 28th.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I have no other questions for Mr. Josephs.
Just one moment.
Sure.
Okay. Any response from the city?
No, Chairman Woodson, the city does not take a position on this matter and would not be unfairly prejudiced by granting this MP2 appeal. So we would defer to the board.
Okay. And I just want to clarify something. Sir, is it your testimony that your colleague had brain surgery on the 14th of May and what year was that?
This was this year, sir.
May 14th of 2025, and he was back at work after brain surgery on mere 6 days later, he was back at work?
Yes, sir. He was, believe he was in there for 2 days, and then I do believe he took additional days off, and then he returned without being able to lift anything heavy he was only allowed to do minimal stuff.
Okay, now, is it also your testimony that he's the only person at ABC Construction who can open the mail and respond to situations?
I can't speak on that matter. I just know that he is the compliance personnel that deals with these matters.
Okay, are you a senior project manager, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, so who would make work assignments at your company? Would it be you or the president of the company?
It would be the president of the company.
Okay, so where's the president today?
President is also the wife of Mike Nugent. So she was pretty much dealing with the same issues that he was dealing with.
Okay, where is Mrs. Nugent today? Why can't she be here to answer our questions?
I am unable to answer that question.
Okay. Anyone else have any questions before we pull the vote on this?
I'd just like to confirm, you said that Mr. Nugent went into the hospital on May 14th. The violation notices are dated April the 23rd. So your company, unless you can't answer this, did in fact receive the notices and was aware of these notices before the president, before Mr. Nugent became ill and went to the hospital. They were present in the office for you to act upon. Is that correct?
I can't speak on that because I am not sure.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Okay. Any additional arguments from Ms. Pettit before we vote?
Just if I could ask on Mr. Joseph's, one follow-up question related to
Yes.
that?
Sure.
Sure. So Mr. Josephs, is it your understanding, did Mr. Nugent have, I guess, ongoing medical issues prior to the surgery on May 14th related to the aneurysm?
That is correct. He had several appointments before they figure out what was really happening to him. So he
Okay.
was in and out the office.
Okay, and do you recall how long a time prior to May 14th that was happening?
Well, yeah, it's probably been happening since April. He also had to go to Florida to get second options before he came back and had his operation done in Penn.
Okay.
I didn't understand that last statement he made. He had to go to Florida to do what?
He went to Florida for second opinion. He went to another facility, I believe. They were trying to get second options.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. How many employees at your company in the office?
In the office, I would say probably 6 or 8.
Okay.
Between 6 to 8.
And how long has the company been in business?
Over 30 years.
30 years?
That's correct.
Okay, thank you. Anything else from anyone? Okay, we'll poll the board on HA 2025-002040, 818 North 40th Street, ABC Construction. Joe Nugent, request of non-pro tunc relief denied.
Request denied.
Relief denied.
Oh, relief granted.
Okay, thank you. The panel, the vote is 3-1, so the relief for 818 North 40th Street is denied. Let's move on to number 9, which is 002041, 849 North 40th Street, ABC Construction, Joe Nugent. Ma'am, Ms. Pettit, what is the argument regarding that? The record reflects a 42325 violation notice and a 52825 appeal notice.
Yeah, so we have the same position on each of these appeals.
Okay, any response from the city?
Chairman Woodson, it's this city's position that this would not be prejudicial and for the board to grant non-pro tunc relief, and we would defer to the board.
Okay, thank you. HA 2025-002041, 849 North 40 Street, ABC Construction, Joe Nugent, request of non-pro tunc relief, denied.
Request denied.
Request denied.
Request granted.
Thank you. The majority vote denied. Regarding 002042 644-46 North 40th Street, ABC Construction, Joe Nugent, request for non-pro tunc relief, denied.
Request denied.
Relief denied.
Relief granted.
Thank you. The majority vote is denied. Thank you very much. I think we do have one more. 2044, number 11, 843 North 40th Street, ABC Construction, Joe Nugent. Any argument, madam, that's different from the previous cases?
No, it's the same argument on each of these cases.
Okay, any response from the city?
Chairman Whitson, the city has no position on this matter. The granting no protect relief should not be prejudicial to the city and the city's view.
Okay.
Yeah.
HA 2025-002-044, 843 North 40th Street, ABC Construction. Request for non-protunct relief, denied.
Request denied.
Request denied.
Request granted.
Thank you. So that, I think that's the results of those matters. Anything else before we move on to our next case? If not, the witnesses are excused. Thank you very much for your participation.
Thank you very much.
Okay, which matter are we calling next?
Moving to number 12 on today's list, HA 2025-002123 for 2819 West Oxford Street. Chanel Tucker doing business as power of attorney for Alista F. Ford Jr.
Okay, who's representing the city?
Mary Costello on behalf of the city of Philadelphia.
Okay, do we have anyone present? Chanel Tucker, DBA Alista F. Ford, 2819 West Oxford Street. Anyone present? 2819 West Oxford Street. That's confirmed service.
Appellants in this matter listed 8135 Devon Street, Philadelphia, PA, as well as 3848 West Gerard Apartment A in Philadelphia, PA on both appeal applications. Notices were sent to both of those mailing addresses on October 7th, 2025.
Okay, there's been no response. What's the city's request?
The city would request that the board deny the petition for non-protunct relief for failure to appear.
Okay, what time do we have?
2:03 p.m. My apologies.
2:03 p.m. HA 2025-002123, 2819 West Oxford Street. Chanel J. Tucker, DBA, POA for Alista F. Ford Jr. This matter is dismissed for failure to appear.
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 Thank you very much. Let's move on.
Moving to number 14 on today's list, HA 2025-002355 for 1002 West York Street, NY Famous Gyros, Inc., represented by Michael McElhenney.
Okay. Mr. McElhaney, you present?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, and so is my client, Ikram.
Okay. Will your client be testifying today?
I only if needed.
Okay. Are there any preliminary argument before we hear from the presentation from Mr. McElhaney? Anything from the city preliminarily?
No, Chairman Woodson. I mean, the city's position is that this would be unfairly prejudicial to grant their non-protunct appeal.
Okay. The record reflects a 7/30/24 violation date and a 6/13/25 appeal date, considerably after the 30-day window. Mr. McElhaney, what is your client's argument?
My client, members of the board, it runs a vending cart at 37th, 38th, and Spruce. He was not running that cart for a while, and a notice of violation was issued. However, it went to the address at 3000 West Sedgley Avenue, care of Ikram Rashid, who's my client on behalf of the company. He was not at that building anymore. He got into a fight. He was renting space for his commissary there. And L&I actually shut down that building because they didn't lack zoning permits or approvals for the commissary. So he had to move his spot over to the York Street address where he was running the commissary out of after L&I shut down the Sedgley Ave property. He only got notice of the violation because he went back to the Sedgley Ave property to try to get some of his personal effects that were in that property that they got evicted from, basically. And when he got that notice, he contacted Maureen Blaney, who immediately emailed over the notice of violation on June 11th, and we got the appeal filed 2 days later on June 13th.
Okay, thank you. All right, any response from the city?
Chairman Woodson, the This violation was originally issued, as you stated, July 30th of 2024. It was not appealed until June 13th of 2025. That's 318 days late. Notice was sent to the address that was provided to LNI for their license. They failed to update that address. So it's the city's position that they failed to update their address, which resulted in their failure to timely file their appeal, and that the city would be it would be unfairly prejudicial to the city to grant this non-proton relief.
Okay, Mr. McElhenney, has your client updated his records with the city?
The license has been renewed. I have to confirm with him to testify if he's updated the mailing address for that license. I believe so, but I don't
Chairman
want to
Woodson,
misspeak.
Can we talk for a second?
Yeah, just one moment. We're going to go off the record just for a moment. Hold on just a moment. We're back on the record. Mr. McElhenney, you called on your client to testify?
Yes, I can. But can I clarify something? The city solicitor said that the violation was issued in 2024, and that's not true. The violation was issued April 1st, 2025. And
Well,
that's
our records are indicating, this is, make sure we have the correct case here. We're looking at HA 2025-002355, 100 West York Street, New York Famous Gyros, correct?
Yes.
And our records are reflecting a violation notice of 7/30/2024 and an appeal date of 6/13/2025.
That is the document that I attached, the violation that I attached, showing that the Sedgley Ave address was being shut down by the city for not having proper zoning or permits. So that's why my client was no longer at the Sedgley Ave address. But the city's letter of violation from Maureen Blaney is dated April 1st, 2025. I don't have the actual violation, I guess.
Okay, do you have the violation, or we asked the city, do we have the violation handy? What is the violation itself? And what's the date on the violation itself? But even at the April 21 date, April 1st, 25 date, it's still.
April, yeah, it's April 1st, 2025, and the city would stipulate to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just didn't want it to be a year late.
Yeah.
Understood.
So it's a full year. It's a full year.
And
No, it's not a full year.
It's not a full year. I'm sorry.
Yep.
It's, yeah.
And Mr. Chairman, if I didn't provide any documents beforehand, but I do have a copy of the updated license, if I could share my screen and have my client testify to it quickly.
Okay.
Or I can just have him testify without showing the documents, whatever.
We don't necessarily, given the issue isn't whether he has a license or not, it's the issue whether he submitted his appeal timely or not. And so if you want to call him regarding the timely submission of his application, his appeal application, perfectly fine to do that.
Well, we were not timely. We were definitely non-proton, but the reason was the mailing went to the Sedgley Ave address that the city knew, had actual knowledge that we were not at.
And how do you plan to, what's your evidence that the city knew that?
Well, they shut down the property with the notice of violation and vacated the building.
What evidence do you have that happened? And when that happened?
I can have my client testify to that. I'm just relying on the violation notice issued by the city to the owner of the Sedgley Ave commissary.
Okay, all right, thank you. Anything else from anyone?
Chairman Winston, just one final point for the city. The city would have no knowledge of where this appellant moved to unless he updates his address. So we still did not have he did not provide LNI with the updated address for his license until he filed to renew it, it appears. So.
Okay, and when was the license updated?
June 16th, 2025.
Okay, thank you. All right,
And
thank you.
it is does now show the 1002 West York Street address.
Okay, thank you. All right, HA 2025-002355, 1002 West York Street, New York Famous Gyros, Inc. Request for non-proton relief denied.
Request denied.
Request denied.
Request denied.
Request denied.
Thank you very much. That's the vote on this matter. Thank you, Mr. McElhenney, for your participation. Have a good afternoon.
Take care.
Witnesses are excused. Okay.
Moving to number 15, HA 2025-002464 for 5823 Ashland Ave, Dana Cohen.
Okay, who's representing the city?
Mary Costello on behalf of the city of Philadelphia.
Okay, Dana Cohen.
Hi, I'm here on Zoom.
Okay. Ms. Cohen, raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Cohen, are you the only owner of 5823 Ashland Avenue?
Yes, I am.
Okay, thank you. Okay, according to the record here, the violation was written on 12/2/24. The appeal was not submitted until June 23rd, 25. So what is your argument, ma'am, for submitting an untimely appeal?
So I never received the violation in the mail, and I don't know why that happened, if it was delivered to the wrong address. The first notice that I heard that anything was wrong was I received a statement of outstanding fees, and I sent in 3 documents as exhibits. And 2 of the 3 documents are just showing like what I received in the mail, the statement of outstanding fees that let me know that something was going on. And that doesn't have any information about how to appeal or what even the violation was. And so I was very confused. I don't know if you guys are able to pull that up or if it matters, but so you can see like my first introduction to the issue. And then I tried to figure out what was going on. I did a little bit of Googling on the city's website. If you look at the photo I sent of the thing I got, you can see I noted the phone number for Clip because I thought that maybe this was an issue with Clip based on my research. And I reached a lot of dead ends. I would call numbers and it would just hang up. So I got really frustrated. And so then I did the next thing I sort of knew to do, which was I reached out to my council member's office and spoke to someone in her constituent services department, sort of like explaining what was going on and trying to find out what this is. Like, why is there a $300 fine on my property? And they were able to like pull something up on the city's website and told me the nature of it, which was it's like a violation for weeds in my yard. And I was like upset and frustrated. I put a lot of care into my yard and have like a very carefully cultivated garden. So I was trying to get information from them and I sort of told them all of that. And they said that they would like look into it and call L&I. And so then they called L&I. I followed up with my council member's office maybe like a week later. And I was led to believe like, oh, don't worry, we're going to take care of it. So I sort of like put it in the back of my mind, this is going to be taken care of. I don't really understand what happened, but like the person who represents me for the city is helping. And then 3 months later, I received another thing in the mail that was like, hey, you still owe these fees. So that's when I realized like, oh, this isn't resolved. And I called my council member's office. And basically from April until June was calling every week or every other week my council member's office and just like trying to get an update or find out like what's going on. Can you help me? What is the status? What can I do? And I kept getting like bounced back or like, I'll look into it, or the person who was looking into it doesn't work here anymore. And then finally got an answer in June when someone, I don't know like who they spoke to at L&I, but someone at L&I said, have her file an appeal, go to this website, she can file an appeal. So I finally got some direction on what to do. I went to the website and then there was finally a phone number I could call, and I spoke to someone who was like, oh, you can't file the appeal. You have to file this thing. Your appeal is now late. So that's my story. I got a letter written from my council member's office that sort of details the efforts I made, and that like I started calling them in January when I got this notice, and that they didn't get an answer until June that then they could advise me on what to do. So I also included that as an exhibit if
Okay.
you guys are able to look at that. Just
Yep.
sort of like affirming that like I really put in a good faith effort to resolve this. And the effort I did, you know, like I tried to look up things and then I just was like relied on my council member's office and that took months.
A question for you. Well, before I ask anything, any response from the city?
It's the city's position that it would be unfairly prejudicial to the city for the board to grant the non-protunct relief requested. The violation was issued on December 2nd, 2024, wasn't appealed until June 23rd, 2025. That's 203 days late. The SBN was sent to the OPA address, which is also the address of the subject premises.
Okay, thank you. Ma'am, Ms. Cohen, the address 5823 Ashland Avenue, is that your home address?
Yes.
That's where you regularly receive mail?
Yes.
Did you ever receive the letter from the city with the violation in it?
No, never. If I did, I would have like read it and followed. There would have been, I'm assuming, appeal directions on there. There would have been some detail about what it was about. I would have learned from the notice that it was about my garden. I like care deeply about my garden. So I would have worked really quickly to do something about it. If I had any knowledge that the notice existed or that there was a way to appeal.
Have you subsequently received a copy of the letter of the violation notice?
No. My council member's office like told me how to look it up on Atlas. So that's how I found like the actual code and what the violation is for. But I still haven't ever seen a ticket or anything.
Okay. Have you called anyone at the district office regarding the SBN?
No, I tried making a lot of calls. I think the first week I got the statement of outstanding fees, which arrived, I think January 2nd is what the invoice is dated. I got nowhere. And that's when I started reaching out to my council member's office of constituent services.
Okay. So is anything else? Any cross-examination?
No further cross-examination, Chairman Woodson, but the site violation notice is attached to the copy of the appeal that was filed. So at some point, Ms. Cohen did get the site violation notice.
So how did you get the document you attached to your appeal?
What document is that?
It's a copy of the SBN.
Is the SVN the statement of outstanding fees?
No, it's the SVN means site violation notice, which was attached to your appeal.
I am going to pull up my appeal because I don't know what document you're talking about, but is there a way that you can?
The appeal
I never had a copy of that.
Okay, well.
I didn't attach it. Is it possible that I don't know how it could have gotten attached?
Okay, would you mind sharing the screen if you could? Do you have that on easy access to it?
Yes, I can.
Okay, just one moment.
I'm now looking at my email to look up my appeal because I emailed
just
it.
Hold on a moment. Just hold on a moment.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, now we see it. Ms. Cohen, do you see that?
Sorry, give me 1 second. To pull. Yes, I see your screen.
Okay, just slowly scroll through that, please. And that's your signature on the appeal, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's dated, that application for appeal is dated June 23rd. Okay. Now, this is the site violation notice that's addressed. Just go back up to the top of that, please, before we.
No, that was not attached to the email I sent. I can pull up
No, no,
on
no,
my
no,
Okay.
listen to me.
Sure.
We're referencing the appeal that you submitted.
Mhm.
That's what we received in our information that came with the appeal. You did not attach that document to the appeal?
No, I did not.
Okay. All right. And so just, if you could go back up to the site violation notice, please. I just want to see the address that's on the violation notice.
I've never seen any of that.
Okay. And that address is 5823 Ashland Avenue is the date, is the address that the appeal is submitted.
Yes.
Okay.
So that wasn't attached to my appeal. So is that something that you guys do administratively when there's an appeal filed that you would attach that?
Well, generally, what we get is what the appellant submits. And the evidence
I submitted my appeal as an attachment to an email, and I can pull that up for you and show you on my screen exactly what was attached. And it doesn't include that site violation notice. It includes the reason for appeal that you just showed and all that other stuff, but I didn't include that because I've never seen that.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Did you receive any communications back from the department regarding what was submitted for the appeal hearing?
I received a notice in the mail about my hearing for Nunc Pro Tunc.
And you didn't receive anything? What was included in that? There was this site violation was not in that communication?
No.
Okay. Wait. Let's do this. Going to go off the record just for a moment.
Sure. Give me one moment. Share. Okay. Okay, so this is my Gmail. You could see I submitted the appeal June 23rd, 2:35 p.m. I'd spoken to someone on the phone who told me about Nunc Pro Tunc, and then they attached the forms that I had to fill out. And then later that day, I attached the completed form. So here's the appeals form. It's 2 pages long. There's this page, and then I attached a reason for appeal with photographs that are part of my appeal for the case, obviously not the Nunc Pro Tunc. So those are the 2 pages of my appeal. And then the other document is the Nunc Pro Tunc form, which it's again 1 page, and you could see the text at the bottom. So this is what I sent in June. Sorry. Let me stop sharing. Do you need me to? Can I stop sharing my screen now?
Just get rid of that.
Can I stop sharing? Is that?
Do you have handy the email that you got from the city notifying you or forwarding to you the documents you needed to complete?
Yes, it was. Sorry. That was this appeal form, boards admin. Good afternoon. I've attached an appeal form to this email. And so that attached to that email are the blank forms that then I filled out and sent back. Oops, sorry. And so that's the email I got, and then I responded to it and attached those 2 documents. And then I got a response the next day from boards admin explaining the appeals. You can read it.
Okay, so the issue is that based on your testimony, you've never even to this date seen a copy of the SVN.
No.
Okay. Anyone else have any?
And I just wanted, I attached as exhibits, I don't know if you guys want to see them, but the statement of outstanding fees that I received in January, which was the first I learned that anything was going on. And if you look at the form, you can see there's not much info. There's very little info to go on. And I tried my hardest to like look on the city's website and figure out what was going on.
Okay.
I don't
Well,
know.
yeah, that
And then-
testimony you've given already.
Okay.
So we've heard that.
And then there is also the letter from the council member's office, like backing up what I'm saying, that I was in contact with them a bunch and that they, came back to me with an answer in June telling me about the appeals process, at which point I filed that form.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else have any questions? Okay, any closing statement, ma'am, that you'd like to make before we vote on your case?
No, I think I've said it. Like if I had known what it was about, I would have appealed immediately because like again, I mentioned like I'm really passionate about my garden. And so this is something that's important to me. I wouldn't have just like I'm still trying to fight it because I care. And I took care of it in the
Okay.
best way I knew how and made I really made a good faith effort. And the only reason it's so late is because I finally got an answer on what to do, and it just happened to be months late from.
Yeah, 6 months, 5 months, given that you have a 30-day window to appeal. So it was 5 months late. Okay, HA-2025-002464, 5823 Ashland Avenue, Dana Cohen, request for non-protunct relief, denied.
Request granted.
Request granted.
Request granted.
Request granted.
Thank you. Ms. Cohen, your request for non-protunct relief has been granted. A regular hearing will be scheduled.
Thank you very much.
Okay. All right, let's move on to the next matter.
That should bring us to 22 on today's list, HA 2025-003143 for 4726 Frankfurt Ave. I'm going to spell the name AELBAHRAH, last name EBAH.
Okay, who's representing the city?
Mary Costello on behalf of the city of Philadelphia.
Okay, do we have El Barra Iba present? El Barra Iba present. Anyone present representing the interest of 4726 Frankfurt Avenue? 4726 Frankfurt Avenue. No one is responding? Okay, let's confirm service.
Yep. Appellants in this matter listed 7517 Brentwood Road on their appeal application. Notice of today's hearing was sent to that same mailing address on October 7th, 2025.
Okay, thank you very much. What's the city's pleasure?
The city would ask that non-protunct relief be denied based on the appellant's failure to appear.
Thank you. What time do we have?
2:31 p.m.
2:31 p.m. We'll poll the board. HA 2025-003143, 4726 Frankfurt Avenue, El Barra Iba. Request is dismissed for failure to appear.
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 Thank you.
That should bring us to our last non-protunct matter for today, number 24 on today's list, HA 2025-003515 for 1200 West Pike Street, Don Williams.
Okay, who's representing the city?
Mary Costello on behalf of the city of Philadelphia.
Okay, Don Williams, are you present? 1200 West Pike Street. Don Williams, are you present?
He's awake.
Don Williams, are you present? Okay, let's confirm service.
He's moving now.
Appellants in this matter listed 1138 East Cheltenham Ave on their appeal application. Notice of today's hearing was sent to that same mailing address on October 7th, 2025.
Okay, Ms. Costello, what's your pleasure?
The city would ask that non-protunct relief be denied based on the appellant's failure to appear.
What time do we have?
2:32 PM.
2:32 PM. Thank you very much. Report to board, HA 2025-003-515, 1200 West Pike Street, Dunn Williams. This matter is dismissed for failure to appear.
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 Okay, that concludes our non-pro-tunc matters. We will take a short executive session and return to hear the balance of the hearing list. Thank you very much for your patience.
Thank you.
We're off the record. Thank you. Thumbs up, brother. Good afternoon. We're back on the record regarding today's hearing of November 20th, 2025. Before we begin, just want to remind everyone who's viewing and participating via Zoom that this is a formal hearing. All of the proceedings are being recorded by our court reporter as well as the system itself. Participants should be advised that if you are driving, we will not hear your case. You must be parked in a safe place. Also, because this is a formal hearing, as if you were in a courtroom, you must present yourself appropriately, which means no sleeping, no reclining in your bed or easy chair. Please be dressed properly. Men, please remove your hats. And please understand that everyone will be given an opportunity based on the list that we have today to present their matter. Also, as the law department shares information about cases, often they will list them as moot or moot complied. If your address and or name has moot or moot compliant associated with it, that means your hearing for today is done. Your matter has been satisfied. If you need to understand the difference between a moot or moot compliant matter, please call the administrator. Please do not break into the hearing to ask the question. We have a long list. We want to get through it. We want to give everyone a chance to present their matter so that you can handle those issues with the administrator's office. Okay, what we will begin with will be any uncontested matters that the law department will care to present. Thank you.
Good afternoon, members of the board. Jim Kelly, Kelly, on
Good
behalf of the
afternoon,
city.
Mr. Kelly.
Starting with number 5, 2023-1277, 63 Wyota Street, Graham Lucas and Abigail Kalkstein, moot complied.
Thank you.
Number 6, 2024-4672, 1311 South 23rd Street, Byron Scurry, moot complied.
Thank you.
Number 7, 2025-2624, 237 South 48th Street, Arias Special Asset Management LLC, moot complied.
Thank you.
Number 8, 2021-1481, 331 North 11th Street, Francis and Bernadine Lee, moot complied.
Thank you.
Number 9, 2022-1150, 173 West Dauphin Street, Mercedes Sanchez, moot.
Moot. Thank you.
Number 13, 2025-3086, 1260 North Dover Street, Kevin Wright. That was appellant's continuance request, unopposed by the city.
That noted as continued.
Number 14, 2025-2706, 2011 Bridge Street, Manuel Santana, moot complied.
Thank you.
Number 15, 2025-3016, 2953 North 24th Street, Yan Sang, moot.
Moot.
Yes. Number 17, 2021-3075, 7601-15 Frankfurt Ave, Gas Star Fuel. That's appellant's continuance request, unopposed by the city.
Noted as continued.
Number 19, 2021-3368, 611 Emily Street, Sao Chin Lee, DBA DR Builders. Appellant's continuance request unopposed by the city.
That matter is continued.
Number 20 is the same thing, 2021-3370, 613 Emily Street, Sao Chin Lee, DBA DR Builders. Appellant's continuance request unopposed by the city.
Notice continued.
Number 21, 2021-3958, 1525 Manton Street, Alex Bruno, DBA Leak Engineering LLC. Appellant's continuance request unopposed by the city.
Noted as continued.
Number 22, 2021-4350, 2001 Beach Street, Fotini Antonia Custer, moot.
Moot, okay.
Number 23, 2021-4881, 2001 Beach Street, Fotini Antonia Custer, moot.
Moot.
Number 24, 2021-4517, 2001 Beach Street, Novel Carpentry, Inc., moot.
Thank you.
Number 25, 2021-4431, 9898 East Roosevelt Boulevard, J.H. Green and Son, Inc., withdrawn by the appellant.
Thank you.
Number 26, 2024-2445, 3501 South 3rd Street, Robert Ganter Contractors, Inc., withdrawn by appellant.
Thank you.
Number 27, 2025-1413, 3680-98 Aramingo Avenue, Matt Cosent, DBA Camfred Construction. That's an agreement for a city affirm and a $2,500 fine.
City Firm, 2,500 fine. Thank you.
Number 28, 2025-1414, 3601-07 North Broad Street, Matt Cosent, DBA Camfred Construction. That's an agreement for a city affirm and a $1,000 fine.
Thank you.
Number 29, 2025-1451, 401 North Broad Street, Christopher Faro, DBA Hatzel and Bueller, Inc. That's been withdrawn by the appellant.
Thank you.
And number 30, 2025-2109, 1238 Belmont Avenue, German Yakubov, moot.
Moot?
Yes.
Okay.
I do believe my colleagues have some others.
Okay, thank you. Anyone with an uncontested preliminary matter?
Good afternoon, members of the board. Kristen Patchell for the city.
Good afternoon.
I would like to address number 16, which is HA 2021-002591, 4400 Devereaux Avenue. Mr. Vaquero is counsel on this matter.
Okay, Mr.
Yes,
Vaquero,
good
you
afternoon.
present? Good afternoon. Okay, what is,
So Chairman, what's in my internal records indicate that this hearing was heard on August 31st, 2021, and it was a city affirm. There's nothing in Eclipse indicating the decision of the board. I think that Mr. Vaquero is also under the same impression as I am, but I'll let him speak.
so August 1st, 2021.
31st.
Well, August 31st, 2021 was their decision noted? What decision?
So my internal records say that it was a city affirm.
City affirm? Mr. Vaquero,
my
do you have
understanding,
different
too.
information?
No, Mr. Woodson, that's my understanding. City affirmed.
Okay, so
I-
this is listed in error for today.
Yeah, I just don't think we ever got the written decision.
Oh, okay. All right.
I just
was
don't think
listed
we
in
ever
error
got the
for
written
today,
decision.
and
I'm
we'll
sorry?
ask it- Well, it was listed in error for today. We'll ask the administrator to review the record and make sure that the decision letter is forwarded to the appellant.
Okay,
You say August 31st
Yes,
of 2021.
correct.
of 2021, okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That concludes my business.
Yes, sir. Have a good
day.
afternoon.
Likewise.
Okay, anyone else with an uncontested preliminary matter?
Hi, my case also has been mooted. I just want to make sure that's the
Okay.
case.
ma'am. I'm not sure who you are, but I'm asking for anyone who represents the Philadelphia Law Department to come forward at this time. So if you just be patient with us, we'll get to you, okay? So if we can mute that individual. Okay, Mr. Lowe.
Good afternoon, board members. Sean Logue for the city. I have two preliminary matters involving cases 11 and 12 on the list. They both involve the same property and violation. Case number 12, appeal ending in 3325, address 634 East Clementine Street, appellant Donna Taylor. That appeal can be marked as moot, issued in error. And just to give you a little more specifics, the notice was issued to the wrong person with the same name as the actual owner.
Okay. All right, so-
As for case number 11, appeal ending in 824, same address, 634 East Clementine Street, appellants Darrell and Donna Taylor. The violation itself has been complied, but there are some related issues that still need to be resolved. Namely, the city has agreed to stucco the wall at the property, and there are some other issues that might be affected by a disposition of moot. And so I've been in contact with the appellant and we have a pending settlement agreement, but while that gets finalized, the city is just requesting that this matter be continued. And I have communicated with the appellant and she does not oppose the city's request. So
Okay.
I haven't seen if she's online.
Okay, continue pending settlement agreement.
Correct.
Okay, thank you. Unless the Darrell and Donna Taylor, either person is available? Anyone available? Okay, all right, thank you. We'll just note it as continued.
Thank you. That concludes my business.
Thank you. Have a good afternoon.
You too.
Anyone else present? Anyone remote online has a preliminary matter that we should hear before we begin the list? Okay, thank you very much. Seeing none, we will now, well, the board itself has one question. It's regarding number 10. It's 1960-5522-24 Osceola Street, Todd Line. Who's representing the city?
Good afternoon, members of the board. Leonard F. Reuter for the city of Philadelphia.
Good afternoon. Is Todd Line present?
Yes, present.
Okay, thank you. The question we have is the issue of timeliness. This appears to go back to 2020 with an appeal, well, NOV of 2620 and an appeal of 42522. And it was designated unsafe building, so that would suggest a 5-day appeal window. Any response from the city?
The city was also going to note for the record that it's our position that this appeal was filed quite late. The notice that's attached to the appeal was dated June 8th, 2021. The appeal was filed, well, received by the board April 25th, 2022, so nearly a year.
Okay, well, we need then, I believe it's the board's position, we need to have a non-pro tunc review to determine whether or not we proceed with the hearing today. Mr. Line, are you the only owner of this property?
Yes,
Okay, so there's no need for legal counsel in this instance?
right.
Okay, Mr. Line, based on our records, this matter, the appeal was not timely submitted. If we need to hear from you and you need to convince us that in fact we should allow you to submit a late appeal. If
Mr.
we
Chair,
deny-
pardon me, Chair, this is the reporter. Does Mr. Line need to be sworn?
Yes, he will be sworn. I just want to, let me complete that statement. Mr. Lyon, if we do not agree with you, then we will dismiss your appeal. If we agree, of course, we will proceed with the hearing today. So please raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, Mr. Lyon, so why are you so late in your appeal?
I didn't realize I was late. That was a long time ago, and I don't have the paperwork. I just don't remember that much time going by before the appeal. This is the first time I've owned a property that ran into problems. The only thing I can say is I appealed when I felt it was reasonable. I don't remember that much time going by, nor the 30-day warning that I'd have to appeal in 30 days. I just am not.
Well, in this instance, we believe it was designated unsafe, so you would have had 5 days. You recall getting the unsafe designation paperwork?
Yes, I do remember that. I did go down to MSB and to find out about how to conduct myself, how to, make the make safe appeal, I guess it would be.
Has the property been made safe?
I believe so. That's pretty much the basis of my appeal.
Okay. Well, in this instance, before we get to that, the issue is whether or not we should hear this case at all today because it's so late.
Right.
Any response from the city?
Well, again, the final violation notice that's attached to the appeal, again, that's dated June 8th, 2021. It references the initial violation, which was issued on February 6th, 2020. So again, that was even a year before that. The initial violation was never appealed. The final violation notice went out, which again, typically we would argue that's already too late because it's not a new violation. It's just it's just another notice saying that you're continuing in violation. Again, I don't want to get into the merits, but it's the city's position that there's certainly no permits have been pulled to do any work at the property that we have it has been recently re-inspected. We don't believe substantively that the property has been made safe. Again, I think we'll leave it up to the board. I do think the appeal is very late on its face, but by the same token, I mean, the appeal was filed now 3 years ago. So, I mean, I guess I guess the lateness of the appeal, could have been dealt with earlier but I understand like during the pandemic, there were a lot of issues with things. So I'll just leave it up to the board. Again, I think on the merits, it's not a meritorious appeal in the first place. So
okay,
whatever you want to do.
Thank you. Anything else, Mr. Line?
Yes. Now that this discussion is going on, I do remember part of the confusion. The initial, and perhaps the representative from the city can help me with this, was the initial violation addressed to for the property 5526? Because that's what got me really confused. I did talk to a structural engineer about why 5526 could have been cited, and I did explore that, and I felt I responded reasonably to it. And maybe that's when I put in the appeal. I'm not sure. Can the city representative let me know what property was noted?
So, and I think actually this is another matter that the city was going to raise to the board anyway, which is that the property that was cited is 5526 Osceola or North Osceola. It's north or south. That was the property that was in violation. The notices of violation were sent to 5526 Osceola Street. It is our understanding that Mr. Line owns both 5526 and 5524 Osceola Street, actually 5522-24 Osceola Street. So when he filed his appeal, which again, aside from the fact that it was late, the form was filled out properly. It indicates it's confusing. It indicates the property address as being 5522-24, which is, so like if you look at your forms, section 3 of the appeal form, which I can show you if you don't have it in front of
Yeah,
you.
we have it in front of
Yeah,
us.
that shows property address. That's supposed to be the address of the property in question. So that should have been 5526 Osceola Street. The address where presumably Mr. Lyon actually lives, that's actually 5522 to 24 Osceola Street. And the property in violation should have been 5526 Osceola Street. So if you go onto the Eclipse system, the violation exists under 5526 Osceola Street, but this appeal doesn't appear under 5526. It appears under 5522 to 24 because of the confusion in how the form was filled out. That having been said, there's no dispute that I'm not hearing a dispute that the property that's in violation is actually 5526 Osceola
Okay.
Street. I don't know whether there's any violations for 22 to 24. I didn't check. But 5526 is the one that's before the board now.
Okay. Mr. Lyon, do you reside in 55, 22, 24?
No, no.
No, you don't reside in either location?
Let me clarify. I reside at 5526.
Oh, okay. All right. So that's your mailing address.
Yes.
So you got communication regarding both addresses.
Originally, I believe the original violation address was 5526.
Okay, and that's the correct address for the property in question.
No, that was corrected. The property in question, the violations refer to 5522-24. That's the property that should be in question at this point.
So I can share my screen if the
Just one
board.
moment, share your screen, take a look at it.
Okay, so, I mean, actually, I think you already have this, but hopefully I don't. There it is. Oh, I can't tell if you can see this because I can't see it,
Yes.
but if you
Yeah,
can
we
see
can
this.
it, yeah.
Right. So this is a copy of the appeal in question. This is what was filed. Now, yes, again, according to how this is filled out, Mr. Lyon appeared to think that the property in violation was 552224, but the notice that he attached clearly indicates property in violation, which I'm now showing that page, if you can see it.
Yes.
Property in violation 5526 Osceola Street.
Mr. Lyon, do you see that?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna, and again, date of that notice is June 8th, 2021. I'm gonna stop sharing there, if you don't mind. Because I want to check something else just to. But so again, the city's position is that the appeal is late, and again, if the basis of the appeal had been that 5526 was improperly cited or something like that, again, that could have been a viable argument, but the whole thing was filed so late.
Yes. Okay.
And I am checking, and again, we can bring in the L&I witness to verify this, but as an officer of the court, I will indicate that I am personally now looking at the Eclipse record for the property, and I'll just go ahead and share my screen on that, just
Okay.
so Mr. Lyon can see this. This is the current Eclipse record for 5526. I don't know how much you can see because there's a lot of extra stuff on my screen.
I see 5522-24.
Yeah, I'm sorry, 5522 to 24 Osceola Street. And at least on this screen, it's not indicating any current open violations for that property. The only jobs, which is what things go under as for this address or is this appeal. We don't have as far as I can tell, I don't have an open violation for 5522 to 24. So the violation was written for 26. That's the violation that was attached to the appeal. And in any case, it's all kind of academic because the appeal was filed really almost 2 years late.
the two references, the notes below there that indicate 2224 LIRB violation appeal, and is April 26, 22. That's a bad address. Should have been 26.
It's a good address based upon how the appeal was filed and the
Okay.
information that was put in his appeal. Again, that's not an issue. I mean, that happens
Yes.
not infrequently, and I'm okay, we're okay with that. We can understand people fill out the form wrong, and we would just ask the board to correct that after the fact. But again, the main point is the date, and the date is that the appeal wasn't received until actually, I think, the 25th.
Okay.
So again, almost 2 years since the original violation was issued. So we would ask that the appeal be dismissed. I'm happy to ask L&I to go out and do a reinspection if things have been repaired and they didn't need permits, which seems kind of unlikely. Then maybe the violations are closed at this point. But we have done a recent inspection. It doesn't appear to
Okay.
be the case.
All right, thank you. Anyone else have anything?
Yeah, I have a question.
I would like to mention that when an inspector came out, it's 552224 he looked at, and the pictures that were taken that perhaps you have access to are of the front of 5526, but the attention was spent on 5522-24.
Okay, but we aren't even there yet in terms of actually determining whether or not the property is unsafe or not. This is really the procedural matter of timeliness. Do we have
I just had a quick question for
Yeah.
Mr. Roder. What was that latest reinspection date? Was that this year?
Yes, I can double check
Oh, that's
that.
fine. It was in 2025.
Yes, we have done an inspection as recently as, might as well just go ahead and check that real quick. Sorry. As recently, just a couple days ago, there's photo on file.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we will pull the board on HA 2022-001960, 5522-24 Osceola Avenue, Osceola Street. I believe the correct address should be 5526 Osceola Street. Request for non-protunct relief denied.
Request denied.
Request denied.
Request denied.
Request denied.
Thank you.
Sir, the vote is to deny your request to submit a late appeal, and therefore this appeal would be dismissed. Okay, thank you very much. If you need information as to what we've done, you may appeal any decision of this board. Check with the administrator's office, and they will tell you what you need to do to appeal this decision. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, in terms of other preliminary matters, I believe that's it. So let's call the list, starting with 1.
Starting at the top of the list, case number 1, HA 2024-000034 for 1800 East Moyamensing Avenue, Vernon Lucas.
Actually, why don't you read off the other two as well?
Yep. The same appellant is listed for numbers 2 and 3 as well. They are cases HA 2024-000600 for 5971 North Norwood Street, and case number 3, HA 2024-000601 for 2409 South Reese Street.
Who's representing the city?
Good afternoon, members of the board. Kristen Patchell for the city.
Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, Robert Vance representing the appellant Vernon Lucas.
Okay, good afternoon, Mr. Vance.
Good afternoon.
Good. I believe we have a statement from the board.
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Vance, Ms. Patchell, Ralph Pincus. I am going to read a statement. I was acting chairman of the board on the date this matter was originally considered. The following board members will be involved with the decision today as to appeals HA 2024-000034, HA 2024-000600, and HA 2024-000-601 concerning Vernon Lucas. As I said, myself, Mr. Pettit, and Mr. Tennant, who are currently on the board, heard these appeals initially. The remaining board members present will abstain. They were not present at the time of the hearing. On May 20, 2025, the Court of Common Pleas, Judge Christopher Hall, issued an opinion regarding the appeals taken by the City of Philadelphia to the Court of Common Pleas from the June 6, 2024 decision of the Board of License and Inspection Review with respect to HA 2024-00034, HA 2024-000-600, and HA 2024-000-601 concerning Vernon Lucas. Judge Hall's opinion affirmed in part and reversed in part said appeals and remanded the appeals back to the Board of License Inspection Review for disposition consistent with his opinion. I'd like to make a brief statement concerning my observations. As I said, I was chairman of the acting chairman of the board at the June 6th hearing. And I believe at the time, the board rendered a decision that was accurate, that was based on the testimony that was presented. I also want to note that at the board hearing, this board was not asked to find that Mr. Lucas was responsible for observing and acting upon other violations that were present at the properties that were the subject of his appeals. This was the principal issue on appeal, and the Court of Common Pleas, acting as an appellant court, has made the correct rulings on these issues. Therefore, notwithstanding our original opinion, I am proceeding today to propose that the appeals, consistent with Judge Hall's opinion, are sustained in part and city affirmed in part as follows. The appeals to the following violations are hereby city affirmed. Violation notice CF 2023-119136, Board of License and Inspections number HA 2024-000-034 for property at 1800 East Moyamensing. Violation number 2, heaters installed in closets to be arc fault protected. And violation 3, workspace clearance for rooftop condenser disconnects. Violation notice CF 2024-002-591, Board of License and Inspection Review number HA 2024-0000-600 for property at 5971 North Norwood. Violation number 1, no workspace clearance for condenser disconnect. Condenser disconnect and related wire to condenser is covered by the NEC. Violation number 3, no support for grounding electrode conductor. And violation 4, cold water pipe claim is listed for 1 conductor, not 2. Violation notice CF 2023-065-003, Board of License and Inspection Review number HA 2024-000-601 for property at 2409 Reese. Violation 3, heater switch, no workspace clearance. The appeals as to the remaining violations in violation notice CF 2023-119136, Board of License and Inspection Review number HA 2024-000-034, violation notice CF 2024-002-591, Board of License and Inspection Review Number HA 2024-0000-600 in violation notice CF 2023-065003. Board of License and Inspection Review Number HA 2024-000601 are hereby appeal sustained. This is my vote.
I concur with the chairman, or the acting chairman.
I concur with the acting chairman.
I believe that concludes the vote in that matter. Mr. Vance, anything further?
No, Mr. Chairman, I don't have
Okay.
any statement to make. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Well, I believe the appellant is present. Everyone is at this moment excused. We will now move on to other matters. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'll be excused.
Yes, Mr. Vance.
Yes, please have a good afternoon.
Always
All right.
good to see you.
Nice to see you always. Always. And Ms. Penn, nice to see you. All right.
Okay, what's our next matter?
That should bring us to number 4 on today's list, HA 2020-001645 for 719 Mercy Street, Terrence Stewart, represented by Justin L. Crick.
Sorry, who's representing the city?
Good afternoon, Amy Skiles, Skiles, on behalf of the city.
Okay, and is the appellant present? Terrence Stewart. Terrence Stewart. 719 Mercy Street. Terrence Stewart. No one is responding. Let's confirm service.
Appellants in this matter listed 2 Little Circle in Middletown, Delaware on their appeal application, as well as their attorney's address at 1500 JFK Boulevard, Suite 630. Notice was sent to both of those mailing addresses on October 8th, 2025.
Now, we have on the record here, Justin Kirk Esquire represented the interest of the appellant. Do you know if Mr. Kirk?
I did speak with Mr. Crick, I think it was on Tuesday, as this appeal was filed a number of years ago to attempt to reach some sort of resolution. We did speak. He said he would update me. I sent him another email this morning and I haven't heard anything back.
Okay, what's your pleasure?
Since no one is here, we would ask for a city or for the appeal to be dismissed for failure to prosecute.
Thank you. We will pull the board regarding HA 2020-001645, 719 Mercy Street, Terrence Stewart. This matter is dismissed for failure to appear.
It's 3:36 PM, dismissed for failure to appear.
Thank you.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Thank you. So that resolves that.
Right, thank you.
Okay. What's our next matter?
Moving to case 18 on today's list, HA 2021-005073 for 611 Emily Street, German Popov.
Okay, who's representing the city?
Thank you. May it please the board. Leonard F. Reuter for the city of Philadelphia.
Thank you. Good afternoon. German Popov. German Popov. Anyone else representing the interests of 611 Emily Street? German Popov. Okay, let's confirm service.
Appellants in this matter listed 290 Ridgeway Plaza, Philadelphia, PA on their appeal application. Notice of today's hearing was sent to that same mailing address on October 8th, 2025.
Okay, Mr. Rauter, what is your pleasure?
The city would ask the board to dismiss this matter for the appellant's failure to appear.
Thank you. What time do we have?
3:38 PM.
Thank you very much. We will pull the board on HA 2021-005073, 611 Emily Street. German Popov, POPOV. This matter is dismissed for failure to appear.
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 Thank you very much. I think that concludes that matter.
Thank you.
Do we have any additional open cases?
No, I believe that concludes all the cases for today.
Oh, thank you very much. You excuse? And that concludes our hearing for today, November 20th, 2025. Have a great afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Kelly.
All right, so.
Thank you, Chair.